Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here with character deaths I will never, ever get over. So I did this video a couple of years ago and I've decided to add to that list of character deaths that really cut me deep. Although I'm pretty sure there's one in here that I mentioned last time and I will take to my grave, wow, pun intended, of one of the worst fictional deaths ever. I will obviously also start this video by saying there will be spoilers in this video for books. If you haven't read the books that I have listed here, then probably don't watch this video unless you want to be spoiled with who dies. That is your warning, that is your disclaimer. Don't get halfway through this video and be like, Piera, spoilers, because I'm telling you now there are spoilers in this video. I also couldn't be bothered picking out the books from my shelf because my bookshelf is a mess right now, so I'm just going to insert pictures here. So there's this one series, right? And it is one of my favorite series, and it ruins my life every time I think about it. And there are some days where I'll just be minding my own business, thinking about, oh, how great life is and how wonderful fictional characters are, and then I'll remember that some of them are dead, and they're not coming back, and we'll never see them again, and it hurts. One such example, I was sitting at lunch the other day with my mother and randomly thought about the last words Ragnar said to Darrow at the end of Morningstar, and I cried. I cried very hard. So obviously number one on my list of fictional deaths that I will never recover from is Ragnar Valaris from the Red Rising Trilogy. Oh, god damn it. I loved Ragnar. I loved Ragnar so much. I love Ragnar, period. I love him. I loved him in the books. I loved him in the audiobooks. I remember his first words to Darrow. I remember his last words to Darrow. And I'm fucked up about it. His loyalty and friendship and love for Darrow, and how that lasted the entire way through, really messed me up. The fact that he made it home and he died on his home soil, ice, just, oh, and his sister was there. God damn it. I think Ragnar's first words to Darrow were, and I'm going to attempt to use the voice used in the audiobook, "Are you a god? I suck." But his final words are what ruins my life. And I tweeted it the other day, and I'm glad it ruined most of your lives too. But it's essentially, and I'm paraphrasing because I'm probably shit at it, is, "I will give Io your love. I will build a house for you in the vale of your fathers. I will build it next to mine. But I am no builder, so take your time. We will wait." God damn it! Damn it! Keeping in the spirit of the Red Rising trilogy, another character that broke my heart when he died was Tactus Aurath, because he was gonna be good. He was gonna have a great character arc, and he was gonna be true and loyal, and god, he has so much potential, and then Lorne just killed him. Which I get, because like realistically he threatened Lorne's family. I get it, I get that. The fact that the last thing he did was steal Lysander from Darrow, there was just that end scene where Darrow was like, "Come home, like, let me help you. No, you can be your own man, you don't have to listen to your family," and the violin story, and oh my god, as I think about it, I'm spiraling deep. I loved Tactus. Obviously I named one of my birds after Tactus. I loved him with a deep, fiery passion. Two other honorable mentions from the Red Rising trilogy, whom I still miss, but like it hurts when I remember that how they died and that they're dead, but I'm not like thinking about it like I'm thinking about Ragnar, is Lorne Al Arcos, because he could have had a real cool story. He could have been this real cool like father figure to Darrow, but I like that he wasn't. And Pax, our Telemanus, who we lost early on in book 1, who was kind of replaced by Ragnar, but like not really replaced by Ragnar, and then Darrow named his son after, well, I mean Darrow didn't name him, Mustang named him, my girl, but so look, the Red Rising Saga is probably the one that fucked me up the most. With Dark Age coming out soon, I'm equally as terrified, but I'm gonna just try not to think about it too much. Next up, from Nevernight, I'll give you one fucking guess. But does it really count, because is he really dead? It's Trick, the love of my both of my birds are named after characters who have died. Should I be concerned? Trick, who was killed by Ash in a jealous lover's rage. He obviously comes back in God's grave, and is he back in Dark Dawn? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. I remember when I read it for the first time just sobbing. Like mad, snot dribbling, sobbing at how much I loved him as a character. And if Jay's gonna try and make me love Ash as much as I love Trick, he's gonna have a lot of hard work to do, because I loved Trick very much. Then we have Apple and most of the sisters from Sweet Mercy Convent from the Book of the Ancestor series by Mark Lawrence. There's a few deaths in this series that really messed me up. In book 2 it started with Darla, and book 3 it started and ended with Apple, most of known as friends, and Sister Pan. Really fucked me up. Most of all was Apple. I loved Apple and Kettle's relationship. Not a huge fan of the kill you gays trope, and I mean I know a lot of the women in that book were gay, and that was kind of the main couple which was going to pull your heartstrings the most, and it obviously had to do with Kettle's story, but it still really hurt me. Like, then we have Gabriel from the Half Bad Trilogy by Sally Green. I think this one messed me up so much is because of like the way he died and how he died and what happened after he died and what Nathan did after he died. Essentially, Gabriel died and Nathan buried him and then literally planted himself on top of Gabriel and became a tree, grew into a tree, and stayed there on the river. Oh. And then obviously, is this one really considered fictional? Who knows? But it's Achilles and Patroclus, the original bury your gays trope. No matter how many times I read this story or versions of this story, I will go down on the ship of they were lovers. Mad lovers, obviously, because, you know, once Patroclus died, Achilles refused to bury him and he like held his body for like a week and like wept over it. It's a tragedy. Like, that's a Greek fucking tragedy. Still loved it. Still loved it. And then we have Livy from the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare. She dies late in book 2, killed by Annabelle Blackthorne, and it's really heartbreaking. Like, I didn't realize how attached I was to Livy, who kind of was like a minor character, important but like minor. And then in book 3, obviously, we open with her funeral. Still gutted, and the grief and like the way Cassandra Clare wrote grief, I was very much feeling it. Yeah, it was bad. It ruined me. And then finally, my honorable mention of the one character that really messed me up. Like, it's probably the first fictional character that like truly messed me up because I didn't understand. It was just so quick. Finnick Odair. Finnick Odair from the Hunger Games deserved better. He deserved the world. Did he get it? No. He got eaten by a salamander in the sewers. That's my honorable mention. My honorable mention is Finnick Odair deserved better. And the fact that he was killed in like 2 sentences, that hurt. I read it and I was like, what? And I reread it, and I reread it 3 times before I fully understood what happened. And I cried. So fictional characters are probably the main thing that makes me cry in my life. As an adult, I'm mostly crying about fictional characters. Anyway, those are the fictional character deaths I will never ever recover from, and I'm sure you have some of your own. I would love to hear them. So if there are any character deaths that really fucked you up, leave them below so we can all cry about it together. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you didn't cry too much at reopening old wounds. I will see you next time. Bye.